Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about movies and TV shows and everything in between. That last part is new. It's going to be reflected in the future kind of videos I make because I will continue making short films, and also I will be making videos talking about very different things. Nothing to like in one category. But film will always, it will always be king. So let's get on with the channel, with the show, shall we? So, as you can see, the title of my video is called My Origin Story. As you know, on this channel, I like to talk about movies and TV shows and all this other stuff. But in order to become who you are, you have to find out, like what exactly is that made you, or in this moment specifically, what's a defining characteristic or moment in your life that kind of puts you on that path to wherever you land in life. For me, I always knew that I was going to be in the movies, and this story will kind of tell you why. So, around the time of maybe 2002, 2003, I was around 4 or 5 years old, and I have a distinct memory of one day when I was going home. It was a Sunday. I was going home from my local church, and I was with my mom, my sisters, my brother. I was there with my family, right? And then my older sisters, who at that time period, I always loved to follow them. Wherever they went, I always try to go with them. And when I heard them in that moment, they were talking to my mom, and they're like, "Oh, can I go to the movie theaters with my friends?" And they, my mom ended up saying yeah, but then I heard them saying that they're gonna leave, and I threw a fit. I don't exactly remember how, but I made, like a big fuss. I was like, "Oh, I want to go to wherever they're going," like that. And all I remember after that is us going to the movies. The thing is, I've never been to the movies in my entire short life of 4 or 5 years, so this was the first time. And when we arrived, I didn't know exactly what to expect, probably because I didn't know where we were going. It's just that I wanted to go with my sisters. And when I got there, it was kind of like a very cinematic moment. What I mean is, because I was little, right? And the movie theaters are usually big. So what I remember is me like literally moving my head up all the way to the top, like looking up and saying wow, because like my eyes couldn't hold all of that picture, all of that building inside my eyes. I couldn't register it at that time. I literally had to like lift my head. And what I remember is just like a moment of like, it took away my breath because it was so huge. It looked like a castle. It looked amazing. It was so cool. And then I remember us going inside and seeing like this whole machine dedicated to popcorn. I was like, whoa, what's that? And then they had soda. And then after that, you would have to go to the room. And there's something kind of magical about going inside of a dark room where an entire screen fills up most of the room with light. That room like illuminates so much light, and that light like tells you a story with these people who look huge on the screen, and they look bigger than you'll ever be. They're kind of like gods in a way, but they're not gods, obviously. They're actors. So that's how I kind of saw it, and that kind of like left me in awe. Like, I don't know if I really said it in my mind, but I felt it in my heart that somehow the movie theaters, those big screens, I was gonna be on it. That was gonna be my life. Somehow I was going to do exactly what I needed to do to get to that place, and that's kind of it's kind of amazing to kind of really think about it, because literally after that my whole life was dedicated to that, watching movies and TV shows at home, bugging my parents to take me to the movies, going to the movies, sitting there drinking soda, eating popcorn, watching all the previews before the big movie was going to come out. And I don't know, it just always felt so amazing. And like really thinking back to it, a lot of those moments in the movie theaters that I spent is kind of like, it made it feel like a second home to me. Like, obviously, besides where I live, the movie theaters is like this place of escape. It's this place of fantasy. It's this place of, it's kind of like when you're little and your parents and maybe everyone when you're younger says anything is possible. You can do whatever you stick your mind to. And in the movies, you actually get to see that play out. And maybe that's part of why the movies became so big for me, became such a big part of my life. Because sometimes I would watch a story or a movie and I would get lost in it and I would feel like the main character. I'd be like, oh wow, that'd be so cool to get the girl. Oh, that'd be so cool to become the hero, to save the world, to make the place better, because of your existence. And that's only possible for me to kind of think about that because of the movies, because of that experience when I was 5 years old, and I saw that huge building with big people inside of it in the dark, lighting up everyone else who's watching. And I think that's what's really amazing about it. You know, that's really what's amazing about the movies. Not that it's an escape, but it's kind of like this box that you go inside of, and it reminds you that anything in this life is possible. So that's my origin story of why I like movies and TV shows and why I get so lost into it, and I could talk about it for days and years. So I hope that you guys like this video. You know, watch it, subscribe to my channel, because I will continually put out new videos. Because if you do that, then that means that I can continue making new videos like this, where we talk about certain subjects. Because that moment was really a moment that defined, hopefully, the career that I will have soon. You know, that place where I'm gonna take my family and my life, and you guys too, because you followed me since the beginning, right? So this is that. And when we open to more topics to talk about, I think it's kind of like a way to kind of not vent, but to talk about things that interest you. You know, that's the beauty of YouTube. I think that's one of the most amazing things about YouTube, that you can make videos of different things that have nothing to do with each other, but as long as you have the passion for it and you have the interest and the drive, and you know, you learn some new editing techniques, you can make something really cool. And that's what I want to do. I want to tell you guys more moments that defines and makes up who I am as a person, so you guys know more about me while I continually put out these new, unique, original short films, because that's what they are. You know, they're these point of views of how I see the world, these stories, these things that affect me, and I want to show everybody else. Not just everybody else, but you guys. You, the person who clicks on my video, watches it, gives it a like, subscribes to my channel. All of you guys. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for letting me make these kind of videos, and you know, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and very soon we will see each other again. Love you. Bye.